Good afternoon, Ms. Medina. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to have this important conversation about building relationships with students.
This is a very important topic that makes a big difference in the interaction among staff and students.
Well, let's get started. Why do you think that building relationships with adult students is important?
Building relationships with adult students is very important because we need to feel the bond for us to really open up to the learning. Adult students already come with a lot of set goals in mind and a lot of experience, and we do not want to be treated as kids who need step-by-step instructions. Consequently, a solid relationship opens the door for effective communication to establish effective collaboration. Not taking the time to build a strong relationship will result in a lack of interest to work together.
Definitely. Ms. Medina, thank you for sharing your approach on this important topic. To add to what you just said, even experts state that building strong relationships helps to foster harmonious interactions, which is a very important element towards achieving any learning goal. We must feel comfortable with our constant interactions in order to really go into depth on certain topics. Being open to one another's idea also helps in fostering a stronger bond between the teacher and the learner. To further our discussion, let's now focus on building trusting relationships with students. What is your point of view on this?
Just like with adult students, building trust relationships with students of any age range is critical towards gaining their respect. Once you gain their respect, they will start demonstrating willingness to be in class and participate. Not having their respect can result in lack of cooperation.
Also, it's important to be genuine with our interest to help students. They are very smart and they can easily perceive when someone is there to help them or just doing their job for a paycheck. We need to show our desire to assist them not only on their academics but also by taking the time to learning about who they are and the things they like to do. Only then will they really know how much we care. I remember a quote my mentor used to say as I was doing my undergraduate studies, that students don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, and I have proved that to be very real with our interaction with students. To conclude our conversation, let's now focus on communicating effective feedback for adult students. What are your thoughts on this?
One strategy that would work is establishing one-on-one discussion meetings with feedback that also celebrates what we're doing right. If feedback is also focused on our successes, then we would want to reinforce those good habits. Additionally, we want to be equipped with new strategies to better our instruction rather than with red flags of what we're doing wrong. Doing this will create a stronger desire to continue working together.
Very interesting point that you made. Also, another strategy would be to allow time for self-assessment. For instance, when I come and observe a teacher and we meet for debrief, I can give them the opportunity to reflect about the things that they personally felt that went well and the areas that needed improvement. Based on what I hear from the adult learner, I can then elaborate on those specific areas and suggest ideas for improvement. By doing this, we are also validating the teacher's own capacity to self-assess, which will also contribute to building a stronger sense of trust. Ms. Medina, I want to thank you for sharing your perceptions on this important topic. Any final comments?
I just want to reiterate that every instructional coach should really take the time to know their staff and build strong relationships, just like any teacher should do with their students. Those relationships will help us all to have a richer learning experience.
As an instructional coach, I want to work together with you and serve your needs to the best of my ability. It is imperative to hear directly from the teachers and validate your points of view and expertise. So let's make this a wonderful experience for us all. Thank you.